What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Sports and Superhero, the podcast where me and my co-host talks about sports and superhero entertainment news from the past week. I'm one of your hosts, Sammy. I do the superheroes, and this is your other host, Marcus. He does the sports. Say what's up to the people, Marcus.
What's up, people? How y'all doing this evening? Uh, so I don't know about you, but it's a lot happening on this side of the podcast as far as sports.
Yeah, I got a lot of sports stuff going on. I got some things going on. Um, I some things I'm not even gonna talk about because I don't know them, but
Yep.
there is quite a bit of stuff starting to ramp up because we getting Comic Con coming in like two in a month, almost a month and a half. So stuff is ramping up for that. Quite a bit of stuff, quite a bit of stuff.
Ooh, sorry, excuse me. Yo, yeah, it's just like this past weekend. So quite a bit that's happened. Um, Mainly basketball.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So with that being said, y'all can always check us out on all our social medias down below. Links for that: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. Check that out. You also can leave us a voice message, a minute long. I think it's the longest you can do. We have a link for that down below. As long as it's no weird stuff, we'll probably answer the question, even if it's not related to sports or superhero entertainment. With that being said, how was your Mother's Day? Uh,
Oh, my was chill. I I went to go. I didn't hang out with my mom on Mother's Day. She was at my sister's house, and then by the time my mom called me back, I told to her I was in the bed, getting ready to take my late afternoon nap. I'll see you tomorrow. So I went to go see my mom the day after and hung out with her a little bit.
okay.
Um, how about you?
Yeah. We went to so for my wife, she wanted to go hiking, and my wife is one of those unicorns, one of those black people that like to hike, which is not my thing. But I love her, so I'm out there with her. Me and the kids. Not gonna lie, we hiked not early in the morning, but kind of morning. And by the time we got back home late in the afternoon, I was dog tired. My legs hurt. I was sore. I didn't want to be outside no more. But she had fun. She enjoyed it. So that's all that matters. She got to be outdoors, what she likes to do, and she got us with her, and she likes that a little less than being outdoors, but she was like, I'm glad you guys here. But then we went Sunday, we went to uh dinner buffet with my mom, her mom, and then my brother's soon to be wife came. It was her first Mother's Day, so we was all out. So that was cool to celebrate all together like that. So it was a good time. It was a good time. Good
Yeah,
time.
that's good.
Definitely hit my wallet though. Spent a little more than I wanted to, but hey, you gotta show the women in your life that you love them, and hopefully they know I love them. But good
Yeah,
time.
that's about it. My girlfriend's birthday was last week Wednesday, and then her graduation is this weekend. So
Oh,
yeah.
should have told her we're gonna combine that graduation and birthday present. Just so you know,
Oh,
one
oh
day.
no, no, I did, I did. It was a nice it was a real nice gift that I got her.
Okay.
She really liked it.
Okay.
With some thought put behind it. And
Okay. Okay.
I
Yeah,
spent
I
I
did
spent
something. I got my wife present early, um, because she was going to get it herself because it was breaking. So I got it before, and then I had to get it early, so I gave it to her early, and she was like, "Oh, why'd you give me this?" I was like, "Well, you told me yours was breaking, and I know you was about to go get it, and I know you like having it, so that's why I got it." So it showed that I was listening, paying attention to her. She felt seen. I was like, one for the win. But then I forgot to do the dishes, so
with some loose.
very true. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Uh,
You gotta take those small victories when they do happen.
yeah, my girlfriend, she got her birthday graduation present early too, because we picked it we picked it up, and I was like, we're going. She was like, yeah, we're going to get my gift. I'm like, well, I had to give it to her early because I knew she was gonna like it, but I had to make sure it was exactly as she wanted it.
Yeah.
The amount of money I spent on this, I was like, this has to be perfect and exactly how you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We need to know if we need to take something back right away. We ain't
yeah.
got time to wait. All right. Well, I hope you guys had a good Mother's Day with your mothers, or the females in your life, or the women presenting in your life. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into that first story. Marcus, hit him with that first story.
Well, we gonna keep talking about women.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the WNBA seasons tipped off last week
Oh yeah.
Friday. Uh, it was it's their 30th season. I didn't even realize that until, but yeah, it makes sense though. But yeah, 30th season started last Friday with 3 games. The seasons featured a record 216 national televised and streamed games across ABC, ESPN, Ion, and Prime Video.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't even know WNBA had games on Prime Video, so I knew about the other three, so that's pretty cool. The thing about Ion is it's a local channel, or antenna channel, I should say. So
Okay.
it's easy access along with ABC. So yeah, that was cool. So in one of the games, this was one of the big games this weekend. You had the Dallas Wings beating the Indiana Fever 107 to 104.
Mhm.
It was one of the most watched regular season games ever because you had the Paige Beckers versus Caitlin Clark matchup.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Paige Paige had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, and Caitlin Clark had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Mhm.
And it was also the number one pick debut. She plays for the Dallas Wings. Azu Fudd, that's how you pronounce her name. Um,
Okay.
she she had a okay game. Now
Mm.
I want to bring up something that happened earlier by the draft, and what's your opinion? So Paige Becker, Paige Beckers, and Az Fudd went to the same college, and apparently they dated. They
Oh
knew each.
yeah. Yeah.
So the reporter asked, you know, is that going to be a problem? Not, I mean, they're not together now, but is it going to be a
Oh, I thought they
problem?
were still they. I thought they were still together.
I'm not 100% sure on that one. I don't
Okay.
think they are, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But a reporter asked, is that going to be a problem? Now that they're on the same team, and one of the people for the Dallas Wings shut that shit down quick.
Yeah.
They're like,
she was like, she was like, I understand why you asked that question, but we're not gonna
yeah,
answer those kind
yeah,
of questions right now.
that's not what it is. Just shut it down quickly. So my question to you is: do you think is that a fair or foul question to ask?
I think it's a fair question because they talked about it,
Yeah,
and they talked about it on their social medias and all that stuff beforehand. So we've already known that you two were either dating or are dating, one of the case may be. um just like they would ask a dude same question as somebody he was dating, because I believe they asked Clay Thompson about Meg Thee Stallion when they kind of first started dating. It's just
right.
that he wasn't that big at that moment, so it
Wait,
didn't really register that
what you
hard.
what you mean? Clay wouldn't that be?
I mean, in this kind of situation, she's kind of in this kind of moment. This is a bigger moment for women basketball than it was for Clay, because we've always had basketball players dating either actors or other rappers, or and they get asked questions about it. They get asked questions about it. It happens. But this is a whole different scenario where the number one draft pick is on the same team as the person she dated. That's a whole different dynamic, and it's historic. So I get why the question was asked, and I
No,
get why it kind of was so big at that moment.
no, I just had to, as a clarification on the Clay part. It was like
Oh,
you gotta feel
I'm not.
like
I'm
the
not on
way
that
you said
band
it,
cap of
when
what
you
they
said it, I'm
say.
like, oh, I didn't know you was a Meg Thee Stallion fan like that.
I would
Because
say it like that.
because when they started dating, her fans are like,
Yeah,
who was playing? Clay wasn't nobody from Meg Thee Stallion.
exactly. Which is wild. Just
Clay is a
because you don't know Clay,
yeah,
don't
right.
know mean the world don't know Clay.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best shooters that ever played a game of basketball.
Easily top five best shooters
Yeah.
in the world,
Okay.
in the history of basketball itself. So yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that know Clay way
Right.
more than they know Meg. So let's calm it down there, Meg fans. I'm not hating on Meg. Meg doing her thing, but Clay is more famous. Let's
You
just be
know,
realistic.
another big couple. I mean, I'm veering away from sports a little bit, but they happened with Jay Z and Beyonce. They I like that. I'm like, Jay Z been famous for a long time before
Jay
he dated.
Z, yes,
Wait,
yes.
famous. Oh, calm down.
That
Okay.
don't take nothing away from Beyonce. Beyonce is still huge in her own right, but these two powerhouses both had names before the other were either one were involved with each other. So don't act like it's not. They're one built the other one up. They
Yeah.
both introduce their fans to each other if they weren't already fans, but they helped each other grow. It's not one really did it for the other. And Jay Z and Beyonce's situation.
Yeah. And then one more sidebar. I'm gonna finish my story because we talk about couples. So like early in the playoffs, you know who Brandon Ingram is?
I've heard the name. Yes, that's a tall. Did he get pulled over in Milwaukee? Is that the
Uh,
same dude?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No,
maybe. I know who
he
you talking about though.
he
But I'll
doesn't
be.
play for the Bucks. But anyway, he plays for Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
He had a first round series with Cleveland, and it was after one of the games. I don't even, if I remember correctly, I don't think a reporter even asked him this kind of asked him the question, but he just said, he said, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go home and go to bed early because my girl's gonna get on my nerves, and I'm gonna just go to sleep, go to bed. So he's dating Gorilla. So I was like, what? Like, why would
Oh, is he?
yeah, I'm like, why would what does that have to do with it? You just volunteered the air for okay. All right. So there's
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, basketball player, has been in the league for a while. Rover is a rapper, digging. So yeah.
I didn't
I
know
had
he was dating Gorilla.
yeah. All right. Now back to the topic at hand. Um speaking of Toronto, I'm on my sandwich shit tonight. Bitches. Speaking of Toronto, the Toronto Temple also debuted in the WNBA. They lost their first game ever, 68-65 to the Washington Mystics.
Okay.
The Portland Fire also made their debut. It's another new team. They lost to the Chicago Sky 98-83. I'm going to say for the record, well, I mean, they're a SmackDown team, so it makes sense they're not that good because Chicago Sky is not good at all.
Mm.
I'm not going to go around about them. It's not enough time for this podcast for that. Um, the surprising for me, uh, Las Vegas Aces got their championship ring, and then they got belt to ass. Phoenix Mercury beat them by 33. It was
Mm.
90-66. But it was, it's the first game. Aces got their championship rings. I didn't watch the game, but I'm guessing maybe this game probably meant more to Phoenix than
Mm-hmm.
because The Las Vegas Aces swept Phoenix Mercury in the finals last season.
Mm,
Phoenix had more, you got swept by this team in the finals, and then you play them at the beginning of the season on their ring night. You go feel some as a competitor. You go feel some type of way.
yeah, you got more to prove in that one.
Um, this was the Phoenix Mercury Merc's largest margin of victory since defeating Indiana 95-60 on August 7th. And this is the Aces' worst defeat since a 111-58 loss to Minnesota on August 3rd.
Mm,
If I remember correctly, after the Aces get that ass whooping last season, then they went on like a 16-game winning streak.
mm,
Last year they started off terrible, and then they hit the stride and they went on a winning streak and rode that wave all the way to win the championship.
okay.
Um, Angel Reese made her debut with the Atlanta Dream versus the Minnesota Lynx, winning 91-90. Angel Reese had 11 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. But I can't forget about the rookie Olivia Miles. She had herself a game. She had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists. And if you ever get a chance, go watch her play basketball.
Is that the lady with the goggles?
Yeah,
I seen she juked a mess out of somebody, had them
she
crawling on the ground.
is dope.
Ooh.
Her and Paige, they got a bag, but I like
Mm,
her. She's nice. She's nice.
mm.
Like, man, I would pay money. I would go watch her play basketball. She's good. She's really good. I enjoy watching her highlights. She's really good.
Okay.
Very shifty. She can do everything. Like she's just a great point guard. She can shoot. She can pass. Uh, get to the rim. She is nice. She is dope. I
Okay.
love her game. She is dope. So shout out to her. She is dope.
Okay. Yeah, I seen that highlight. She was giving it to him. She was passing, she was shooting, she was moving. It seemed like she was playing with kids. Like
Yeah.
she was in full command. It took her a second, like 5 minutes into starting the game, she was kind of a little rusty, and then it just clicked, and she started playing. I seen it, so yeah, she gonna be a problem.
Oh,
They put pieces around her. She gonna be a real problem. So that's good to see the elevation of talent happening at the next level for WNBA.
yes. I
That's a good sight to see.
I'm really happy for the W that they're getting this young talent that's coming in with a reputation and names, and now they get to put it on the stage, and then also they're getting paid more. So
Hmm.
this is it's looking up. What I'm
So
telling
it's
you,
probably
W.
smart for her to sit back. At, what she was at North, not North Dakota. Was she at North Dakota? Notre Dame.
Who?
What, the chick with the goggles? Was she at Notre Dame?
Oh, she's at TCU.
TCU. Okay, okay, okay. It was good for her to sit back and wait um a season before coming out, because she did not come out. She was supposed to come out last season. She could have, and she decided not to. Right?
Let me look that up.
Unless I'm thinking of somebody else, which I could be, because I'm terrible with names.
Let's see. The year she played at TCU. Oh no, hey, no, you were right. She played at Notre Dame first,
Okay.
2021 to 2025, and then TCU to from this past season, 2025 to 2026.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So then I am talking about the right person. Okay.
yeah,
Touche to her. Touche to her.
yeah. She dope. She is dope, man. She is dope.
Okay. Okay. Well, speaking of dope, we got some dope from DC because they gave us a couple slide pictures of the set of the Batman 2. Yes, Matt Reeves, the Batman 2. We got some set photos. They're really not blurry, but not it was snowy. And that's one of the things people truly loved was it was snowy on the set, but you got to see it looks like the Batmobiles riding in snow. We get one like blurry picture of it and then one a little bit clearer picture of it. And it's reinforcing the rumors that people had that Mr. Freeze will be in this Batman movie. Um, Matt Reeves himself posted those pictures, and then somebody posted, "Oh yes, I hope we get a no, what they say? Oh, this is always what I wanted is Batman in snow and in blood." And Matt Reeves replied to that and said, "Yes, indeed." So I know a couple different storylines where Batman is fighting in the snow. He gets blood, and it's a cool looking image. I probably should have had one to pull up, but I don't. But yeah, it is reinforcing that Mr. Freeze might be the main villain for this Batman movie, even though we've already got confirmed Two Face is going to be in the movie, played by Sebastian Stan, aka Winter Soldier from Marvel. He is venturing over to DC. He will be playing Two Face, aka what is his name? What is Two Face's name? Harvey Dent. He will be playing Harvey Dent in the Batman Part Two. So there's a good chance we still might get Mr. Freeze in the Batman 2. And it's going to be interesting what kind of Mr. Freeze we get. Will he have powers? Will he have Freeze gun? How are they going to do that, being that Matt Reeves wants a realistic portrayal of these characters? Even though these characters have somewhat superpowers or invulnerability to an extent, they're very comic book characters. His twist on them is very interesting to see. You've seen his twist he had on Scarecrow in this. Was it Scarecrow? No, it was the Riddler in his first movie. Made him just a normal dude, which Riddler is, but made him more of a I don't want to say right wing leaning guy, but a very much a corrupted individual upset with the way Gotham is going and use that to pull people to his side to help him destroy Gotham itself. Very much of the time and also of comic books, which worked out really well. So hopefully, if it's going to be something along that kind of line, I'm kind of in. I was not the biggest fan of the Batman movie. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was as great as other people said. I had my qualms with it, being Batman's my second favorite superhero. I'm getting a little particular about what they do with my Batman. Um, but to see Mr. Freeze in this, I'm very excited to see that. The movie still is not coming out until 2027, so we still have a long way to go. And throughout these couple months, I'm pretty sure we'll start seeing more set photos and eventually a trailer probably at the beginning of 2027. I do not think they're gonna have a trailer um what is it at Comic-Con. I think that's a little too early for a trailer. Um but I could be wrong. They could throw out a teaser or something. So only time will tell. Also, we got news that there is another Batman animated movie coming out, and it's called um Batman Nightfall Part 1. So this is going to be an animated movie. I'm not 100% sure who is directing and writing, but they say they're going to take a lot of leeway from the comic book of the same name. And if some of you do know, in that comic book run, Bane, this is the book that Bane breaks Batman's back. So that is going to be very interesting to see how they adapt that. It says kind of the plot of it is Bane has released um Batman's rogue gallery against him, and Batman is physically and psychologically at his wits end trying to fight them off and stuff. So being it's a part one, there's clearly gonna be a part two. So there's gonna be something to look forward to when that does come out. Um we seen Bane do the back breaking trick in the last Batman trilogy. So it's interesting to see it now in animation form, an animated movie, and I'm all for it. We still have Supergirl coming up next month. So hopefully you guys are gearing up for that. I am a bit excited for that, but I don't see DC pumping out as much information on that right now. Like I think they would be like pushing that hard right now, being that their next big movie coming out. I'm assuming we should have a final trailer, if not by next week, the week after that, but only time will tell. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Are you excited for Batman Part 2? Do you want Mr. Freeze to be the villain in that? Um, Let us know in the comments down below.
They got a commercial now with Supergirl and Carl Anthony Towns. It shows like a clip here and there from the movie, and they got Carl Anthony Towns in commercial with I guess his wife or girlfriend. I'm not really sure
Okay.
who the young lady is, but I noticed that over the weekend when I was watching the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So I guess they are pumping it out. I'm optimistic because I watched it. I've watched only like a couple games of the playoffs. Most of this stuff on Prime. I'll be sitting in the bed and I'll see it's on Prime, and if it's on Prime, I'll watch it. Other than that, I don't go looking for it. So I guess they are advertising it. But
yeah.
I'm looking for another trailer.
I think it was ABC. I can't remember. I think it was the game that was on ABC. Because you know, they have playoffs games on ABC and NBC now. I think this was ABC because it was over the weekend. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, speaking of basketball, I am on my Sammy shit tonight. Uh, see, that's the one. Man, there's so much stuff that's relevant that happened now that I want to talk about.
I just
Let's
shotgun
go.
it. Just shoot
Let's
through
go.
it.
Let's go. Let's do Philly. So, the 76ers uh, got swept by the
Did they
Knicks
get?
this weekend. So, yeah, with game four, game four being in Philly. So, the Philadelphia 76ers tried to keep New York Knicks fans out the building on Sunday. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. It did not fucking work at all. So, Philly tried everything. So they donated 500 tickets to area community groups,
mm,
and through Ticketmaster, they tried to have it where you couldn't buy tickets if you didn't live in the Philadelphia area. It's like if you're not in the Philadelphia area, you can't buy tickets.
yeah.
Sidebar: I remember Milwaukee tried that stunt one year when they was playing the Bulls in the playoffs as well. Because when the Bulls come to Milwaukee, Pfizer Forum turns to United Center North. It,
mm.
uh, yeah, back to the Philly Knicks. And B said the last time we played the Knicks, it felt like this was Madison Square Garden East. So we're going to need the support. Don't sell your tickets. This is bigger than you. We need you guys. The atmosphere we've had the last couple of games in Philly, especially the last one pushing it to game seven. I mean, we all need I mean, we need all of it. So Embiid pleaded, tried to,
Yeah.
76ers hosted 500 mothers and children selected by Uplift Center for Grieving Children and the Boys and Girls Club of Philadelphia and a couple of other groups. Then Josh Hart of the New York Knicks said, good thing about New Yorkers, man, they're persistent. They don't care, bro. They're going to do it, man. And for a lot of people, everything revolves around money. So, if they get a good price for those tickets, they're going to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
And that they did. Like, the game was a blowout. Uh, Philly won 144 to 114.
Jesus.
And like it was all you heard was Knicks fans. They jumped out early. They hit a bunch of threes. So
Mm,
um, this was the Knicks' seventh straight playoff win, the longest streak in franchise history. This is the Sunday's game was the most points in a playoff game in franchise history,
mm,
144 points. Tied for most three-point field goals made in a game in the NBA playoff history with 25. First seven-game series sweep since 1999.
mm,
This would be the first time back-to-back conference finals appearances since 99 2000. So the Knicks, they're looking really good. They've been blowing teams out lately. They slow start at the beginning with Atlanta, but then
mm.
they've been kicking ass ever since. Uh, so yeah, I guess shout out the Knicks. But, and then also I saw this video yesterday. So it was this news reporter in Philly. She was at the game and she was reporting about how the building was filled with Knicks fans. And she's doing a report. And then you see a couple of Knicks fans come up and they cheering in the background, clapping, doing this to the jersey.
Mhm.
She got mobbed with Knicks fans. You couldn't even hear her no more. And eventually you didn't even see her no more because it was Knicks fans all over the place. It was crazy. Uh, and yeah, like I said, Philly tried everything, but like Josh Hart said, if I'm a Philly fan and I can make a few extra bucks selling these tickets to Knicks fans who's going to play,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell them for a ridiculous amount just to see if anyone's gonna buy them.
Yeah.
The way, like, it's hard out here right now. It's tough.
It's real tough. And these are playoff tickets that I can
Yeah,
sell for double, if not triple the price. Man,
yeah. Hey,
I'm gonna sell them. Yeah, I was hoping Philly would get at least one game because I know Joe Budden and Lamar. I can't even pronounce his name now. Mark Lamar Hill, both is a Phillies fan and Budden is a Knicks fan, and they was going at it on the podcast. And Mark was like, "No, they gonna win one. I mean, y'all only won two in a row. We gonna win one." And I was like, "Yeah, it's not looking good, Mark. I don't think that's gonna happen." So it'd have been nice for him to get at least one win, so he can sit on that podcast and talk mess. But yeah, he gonna have to be quiet for a little bit after that sweep. Yeah,
they got to get by here quickly, no
yeah.
doubt. And with the Apollo with the Sandman, get him out of here.
Yeah, it hurts to get swept. It hurts to get swept. Jesus.
They weren't the only team who got swept. But,
Yeah, true. True. Very true.
we'll get to that later.
Okay. Well, talking about sweeping, we're going to talk about a little bit of Wanda, but without Wanda, we're going to hit Vision. Yes, Vision Quest is supposed to be coming out October 14th. It's supposed to debut. Vision Quest is the third kind of installment of WandaVision. We had WandaVision, then we had Agatha All the Way, and now we have Vision Quest, which kind of would be the three uh seasons of this show technically to wrap it all up. Hopefully, we'll see. Uh Vision Quest is supposed to be a whole bunch about AI. There's rumors any AI or robot like character within Marvel will be in this or may have a glimpse in it. So that's going to be very interesting to see. The last time we saw Vision, he flew off in WandaVision. He flew off as the White Vision, and that's the Vision we're going to have and be following. So it's going to be very interesting. I know in the comic books he has a storyline where he creates a whole new family and all this stuff, and I'm interested if they're gonna do that or how they're gonna tackle this. Um, I'm gonna be watching it because I like the character, and hopefully Marvel does a good job in this series. They haven't been doing that great in the TV series realm. I think their last good one for me, at least, was Ironheart. I really enjoyed Ironheart and Eyes of Wakanda. I really enjoyed those two. And I guess Daredevil season two was really good. It started kind of slow, built up in the middle, and got really good at the end. But as a whole series, I can't say. Honestly, I wouldn't have finished it if I wasn't talking about it on this podcast. So that's I don't know. I've been back because I didn't like season one that much. So it is what it is. But if you guys are excited for the Vision Quest show that got pushed off, it was supposed to come out last year, I believe. That got pushed off. It's supposed to be coming out October 14th. And that will be, I don't think Marvel has any other show coming out this year. I know they pulled back on a lot of their shows for this coming up year. They wanted to slow down on the shows and the movies. That's why they only have one movie coming out this year and one movie coming out next year, also to kind of reset their universe to an extent. But that is what's also happening. They did have another special presentation. They had Punisher One Last Kill that came out this Wednesday. No, it came out last night, Tuesday. Cause we record on Wednesday. It came out Tuesday. I watched it. This is the third special presentation Marvel has done. The first one was the Wolf Among Us, and the second one was the um uh Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. I didn't watch the Christmas special or the Wolf Among Us. I didn't watch either one of those, but I watched the Punisher one. Um, my ratings for this Punisher one, I'll give it. Oh, it's really good action. I'll give it 6 out of 10. I'll give it 6 out of 10. If you haven't watched it, I'm about to spoil it. I'll give you a slightly non-spoiler quick review. It's basically Punisher in between season one of Born Again and right before this new Spider-Man movie is coming out. This is him dealing with mental stuff and still trying to be the Punisher to an extent. Was it necessary? Probably not. Was it enjoyable at times? Yeah. Is it one of Marvel Disney's most violent show or movie because it was a streaming movie? 100%. Bloody as mess and super good. It was good in that aspect of it. So that's my slight non-spoiler review. Let's get into it. Like I said, this is between season one and the movie Spider-Man: Brand New Day, which we will see later on this year. Oh, they do have two. Technically, they have two because technically Spider-Man is a Marvel character owned by Sony. So technically, they have two movies out this year. Um, but I forgot that Punisher escaped in season one. I thought he was still in prison. I didn't watch the end credit scene because I didn't like season one of Born Again, so I didn't watch that part. So he escaped. This is him dealing with his own demons, monsters. He's holed up in this apartment complex where he's just been drinking, taking pills, lifting weights, hiding his gun, cutting himself, and seeing all his old army buddies that have died, seeing images of them and them all asking him, "What are you doing? What are you fighting for? Why don't you just end it? What are you supposed to be doing, soldier?" So he's struggling to keep going, keep being a Punisher. He has thoughts of his family. He's getting sad about his family. He ends up going to his daughter's grave, and he seems like he's going to end it there, and then he gets an image of her, and that gives him a little momentum to keep going. In the process of this, Ma Gooch, I don't know if that's her full name. She's a Punisher villain. She's also the mother and wife of the Gooch family, the mob family that Frank does kill. I think it happens in season two of The Punisher. I didn't watch neither one of the season of the Punisher. I started with the first season. I started watching the first couple episodes, and I let it go. It didn't catch me, so I let it go. I'm guessing that he killed this whole family except for her. She finds out where he lives. She goes up to him, is like, "Hey, I need your help." And then she gives him this clue, is like, "Yeah, you killed all my family." And at 6:40, which is the last time you killed one of my family members, my son, I'm release a bounty on you, and everybody's gonna come kill you in this hellhole. So that's gonna I'm enjoying you die. This is my revenge. So it's basically a revenge story for the mob lady to punish her. And when that happens, he's in the complex, and all hell's break loose. There's a whole bunch of gang members, contract killers coming to try to kill him in this apartment complex, and that's when it gets good. It is he is beating people, he is sticking knives in people. He one guy came at him with an axe, he swung the axe, he dodged it, it hit another guy in his chest. Then he pulled that guy that swung the axe and flipped him onto the guy with the axe in his chest on top of. I was like, okay, that's crazy. He was shooting people. He was bloody. He was getting hit, and it was good. This was like super violent, but very well choreographed. It looked amazing. The shots were the angles looked great, awesome. Was it needed? It really wasn't needed, especially if they were like, we're gonna pull back and not do so much stuff right now, and we're gonna build back up to quality. They didn't need this. This could have been kept and put in a different movie down the road. Honestly, it really could have. In my I'm kind of glad they did it to an extent, but I still think they should have saved this for something else. But then again, I don't know what they would use it because it was very bloody. Um, I like that Disney took a risk and made this so bloody. Side note: John Berthal, who plays Punisher, actually wrote this movie, or helped co-write this movie. They've given him a lot of freeway as the Punisher, and like dictate what that character does within the movies to an extent. So that's a lot of latitude they've given him. In the end, he doesn't get killed. He kills everybody, and it only happens for like 40 minutes of a bloodbath where he's fighting guys, killing guys, and then eventually the police come. The strange thing about this is he's still in New York. So he's in New York doing this. We have Spider Man and we have Daredevil. I might have missed it, but nowhere in there did I see anything about Fisk being the mayor or what Fisk is doing. Because by the time this comes out, Fisk is the mayor of New York. Um, so didn't see any of that. Spider Man didn't come help, even though it only happened within like 4 to 5 hours in that day. He's Spider Man. You tell me you hear about these people killing people in an apartment complex and you didn't come save nobody. So that's the only thing about Marvel right now. They have so many characters that all live in such a close proximity of each other. When one doesn't come into another one's show or movie or situation, it's like, what are we doing? How does this work? Because we all know you guys are all in the same universe. So that hurts it a little bit there. But for just the kills are really cool. The action really cool. And it ends with Frank realizing, yeah, I have a reason to keep going on. I have a reason to stay the Punisher. And he cleans himself up and he puts his Punisher outfit on and he goes back out there and start being the Punisher again. And that's where we're gonna catch up with him in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Do you need to watch this? Probably not. If you're a Punisher fan, you should watch it. If you're a Marvel fan, watch it a little bit. Fast forward through the. It's not a lot of dialogue in this. It's just a little. Fast forward through it and get to the action. But other than that, it's just all right. It's all right. It's cool for what it is, but I don't think it needed to be made, honestly. But that's just my opinion. What is your opinion on? Let us know in the comments down below. How did you feel about Punisher One Last Kill? Let us know.
Well, speaking of action, Wimby is about that. So Sunday, Minnesota beat the Spurs in game 4 to tie the series at 2-2. And like in the second quarter, it's a tie up. And then Wimby had the ball. And he looked to his right and he said, boom! Elbowed the shit out of Nas Reed.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it was definitely over because I had turned my head to do something, and I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Then they kept showing the replay. Yeah, Wemby did that shit. He about that life. But
Mm.
yeah, Wemby got ejected in the second quarter, and then they had to go review it. So then the referee announced it overhead that Wemby was getting a flagrant 2, so that's an automatic ejection. So they deemed
Mm.
unnecessary contact. So Wemby's sitting on the bench, and they announced it, and he looked up at his teammate Harrison Barnes. He was like, "What that mean?" So then Harrison Barnes had to tell him that you just got ejected from the game. So yeah, when we got ejected, he started clapping, giving his teammates high fives, to kind of hype him up because it was still early
Mm-hmm.
second quarter of the game. But like I said, Minnesota ended up winning 114 to 109. My man Ant had 36 points.
Mm.
He scored 16 to 36 in the fourth quarter. Um, and then technically, because it was a flagrant 2 foul, Wemby should have got suspended for last night's game. But the NBA was like, no, he got kicked out early in the game on Sunday. He good. He can play game 5. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So he played
That's
in
what I
last.
was wondering because didn't Draymond Green get a friggin' 2 and had to miss 2 games?
Yeah, that's Draymond Green though. But Draymond. So you know, Draymond.
Understandable.
This is Wemby. Like it's not the same. It's not the same.
Two are different here.
So, yeah. So technically, he should have been suspended for last night's game. He wasn't. NBA said him getting kicked out the game and fine was enough. So no, San Antonio won game 5, 126 to 97. Wemby had a monster first quarter,
Mm.
and yeah, San Antonio rolled from there. Now, oh wait, is this game over? Oh, overtime. So right now, Pistons are playing Cleveland right now. So far, the home team has won every game.
Mm.
Game 5 is going on right now. This is a very key game because usually what happens, whoever wins game 5 usually wins the series.
Mm.
So they are in overtime right now. The score is 112 to 113. Cleveland winning with 25.9 seconds left in overtime.
Mm.
So we will see how that plays out.
Mm.
Who has the ball? It's a timeout. I don't know who has the ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's 25 seconds left. Jesus.
Pistons has the ball, and yeah, so we'll see how that plays out.
Okay.
Like I said, the Knicks swept the 76ers. So the Knicks are waiting to see who they're getting rest right now. So they're waiting to see who comes out, who wins between Pistons and Cleveland. Um, OKC swept the Lakers. Um, so now they're resting, waiting to see who will win between Minnesota and San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
It was up 3 games to 2 now. I think the Spurs has the best chance to eliminate OKC.
Okay.
I think they have the best chance. But the way the Knicks are looking right now, if it's the Knicks and OKC end up in the finals, that could be a good matchup. Like I said, the Knicks are playing very well, surprisingly. And
Yeah.
Thunder has been playing well for the last 2 seasons. And I still don't understand this for whatever reasons why Philly traded their rookie Jared McCain to OKC.
Yes, I don't understand that.
Gave them more fire, even more ammo. I'm like, I don't understand why you did that, but I digress.
Yeah.
So yeah. By the time we come back, we'll have the Western Conference Finals going on and the Eastern Conference Finals going on, and we'll see who will make it. Uh, I am really surprised by the Knicks though. I thought they was okay, but they really found their groove.
Yeah.
As I
Yeah,
said,
I know if I heard somebody say if they don't win it all this year, I can see them breaking up that team. Um just cuz they've been together so long now, what 2 or 3 years and not made it, not won a chip. Um but yeah, if they do win it all, do they keep the team together and run it back one more time? Cuz I'm pretty sure everybody at max like isn't Cat Max? What's the name is Max?
Bronson is max for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know about Cat. Came from home from Minnesota.
Okay.
Oh no. Um. Also have some down news coming from the NBA. Yesterday, two two basketball players passed away. One is a current player. One is a former player. Brandon Clark. He played for the Memphis Grizzlies. He was only 29. He passed away. Uh, I heard something about how he passed away, but I'm not too sure, so I don't want to go into that and say how he
Mm-hmm.
passed away. But RIP to him and his family. And then Jason Collins, who's a former NBA player. Some people might know him because he was the first openly gay NBA player to play in the NBA. He passed away from because of brain cancer. He
Mm.
went away peacefully at home, surrounded by his family. So,
Mm.
yeah, and it looks like
Yeah, it looks like Cleveland about to win.
yeah, they're up by four with 3.4 seconds left. I want Detroit to win this series. So it looks like yeah, Cleveland's going up 3-2, and they won at Detroit. So
Mm.
it's big. Uh, oh, speaking of Donovan Mitchell, he had a great game in what was that game 4? I don't remember how many points he had. He had like a monster game where he just went off in the second half. Wow.
Dang, Detroit didn't make. Oh, this in overtime. Okay, never mind. I was like, they only scored 8 points in overtime, and I was like, yeah. How much overtime? How long is overtime usually?
It was like 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay.
So, oh yeah, so game 4, Donovan Mitchell had 43 points in game 4. Like he had like a monster second half.
Hmm.
Yeah, he had 39 points in the second half in game 4.
Jesus.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. 39 points. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then tonight, excuse me, yes, 21. That's 21. Detroit, they gotta get back to score. I mean, Kate Cunningham has 39 tonight, and Jenkins he has 19, and Tobias Harris has 13. Like these whole playoffs have just been Kate doing all the scoring. He needs some
Yeah.
help on the offensive end, someone consistent. in order for Detroit to go farther. So they are a piece or two away before they make some real noise. But
Yeah,
yeah,
if you know you could just lock one guy down because he's the only one scoring, that really limits your team right there.
shit, he 39. I mean, 13 for 27 on field goals. Yeah, James Harden shoot 8 for 21. Goodness. Hey, what's the word I'm looking for? The thing that's been said, and this has been said about James Harden for a couple of years now, they say when it comes to playoff time, James Harden shoots tour numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like he shot tonight, 8 for 21. Like,
he do be disappearing in playoff time. They say. Mm,
oh,
mm-mm.
is that over? Yeah, so yeah. 117 or 113.
Okay.
3-1. So yeah.
Hmm. So both series are 3-2, while the other ones are sweeps.
Yep.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Well, let's talk about. Oh dang it! I don't even know what the name of the episode is. Let's get into the boys. Episode 7. Give me a second. I need to. I forgot to uh get the title of this episode. Oh, I think it was like Frenchie, the Frenchman. Okay, there it goes. The Frenchman, the female, and the man called Mother's Milk. This is episode 7 of The Boys came out, and of course, at the last episode we saw Homelander got his hands on V1, and he injected himself and became a god, a literal god and immortal. There was a theory going around on the internet that a lot of people couldn't believe that Sage got this wrong, and they had a theory that she was playing a long game where she had convinced Soldier Boy to let Homelander inject himself with the fake with the V she was making. She was trying to recreate V1, and we seen in this episode 6 where one of the test subjects took it and made him bleed out his butt and he died. um she it was this drug he was trying to get. She was trying to redo the V1 formula, and she couldn't figure it out. But the theory was that she knew she couldn't figure it out, so she made this, and she was gonna have Soldier Boy give it to Homelander to inject himself to kill him.
Hey, sorry
Well,
though. That's a hell of a side effect. You know, you see commercials
hey.
all the time on TV. They say your rectum bleeding, but you bleed so much out your rectum that you died. Man, something's wrong with them. Something's wrong.
Yeah, it was a wild scene. Trust me, it was a wild scene. Um, but that theory, which it did sound like an interesting theory and a well written theory, we see that that's not true because Homelander took the V1, is now invulnerable. He's invulnerable to the virus, so the boys have to come up with a different way and give it to Homelander. He is big shit right now. He knows he's invincible. He knows he's immortal. He knows he's gonna live forever. So now he is really feeling himself. He's in the White House, in the president's chair, just chilling, like, oh, this is great. He actually eventually kills the president because he doesn't believe the president is a full believer that he is God. So he smashes his head, which makes Ashley the new Madam President since she was the vice president. So she's going through all that. And the way he figures out that the president wasn't a follower, he had Ashley read his mind, and she told him, like, Homelander, yeah, he's scared of you and he thinks you a little bit of a psychopath. And clearly, you don't think somebody's God if you think they're a psychopath. So he crushes his head in the Oval Office. That's crazy. He's also telling them to dismantle Congress, stop people from having abortions, stop people from giving babies fake milk. He said everybody has to breastfeed because you know he has this real milk fetish. So he wants to breastfeed. He has a milk fetish. So he's like, everybody has to breastfeed, make it illegal to use formula. He did something about the borders as well, but he's really pushing this narrative that he's God, like not like Jesus or the Father. He's God. He is the God of everything. Um, they actually start out the episode with a crazy, interesting song prophesizing how Homelander is the God we have here, that we don't need to believe the fake imaginary man in the sky, that we need a God that's here on earth that actually can help us. It's a crazy song, but it's catchy. And they did that, but it's the boys are really down now because they have no way of killing Homelander now. But Butcher had this plan in the back of his head to make Kimiko like Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was radiated by the Russians and gave him that extra power where he can shoot that thing out of his chest and burn all the V out of your body, which he did to Bomb Sight. So Butcher and Frenchie, along with Kimiko, because she gave the okay, have been trying to replicate that with her since she has super healing. They have the book from the Russians and they using Frenchie and Sister Sage to try to figure out a way to give Kimiko these powers to still be able to kill Homelander. Of course, Sister Sage is kind of she's messed up right now. So she got betrayed by Godolkin, the man she loved. Then she wasn't able to predict with Homelander and Soldier Boy relationship would work out, and she's down. She's like, "There's nothing. I'm no good if I can't predict what people are doing." And there's a moment where Fritchie has this moment with her, telling her like, "Love is unpredictable, but it's still a beautiful thing. It's something to fight for. It's something to go all out for." I get it, it didn't work out with you, but you still can find love somewhere else. And he gets her to go, okay, I'll help you try to figure out how to help Kimiko and make her into Soldier Boy, or make her give their power to Soldier Boy. In the process of this, Butcher comes up with this idea to go take Old Faith. What is his name? OG, I think he is. One second. OG. OG. I think his name is OG. Come on, show me. I meant to do this research beforehand, but I'm doing it now, so bear with me, people. Father OG. O Fathers. So O Fathers is the kind of preacher soup that has the voice that echoes out. He's a guy that played on Blackish, um uh Rainbow's
Rainbow.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is Homelander's kind of tasked him into ushering his godliness into the world and get people to believe he's a god. He's setting up this promo video for Homelander being introduced as the god, but he's using psychics to have people watch the program and see who actually believes. Butcher wants to get O Father because O Father is really close to Homelander, and I'm guessing he's gonna try to use him to get even closer to Homelander. They go there to try to get him at the studio, but they have this psycho called what's that psychic's name? Salvatore or something like that. This really crazy psychic that can not only read your mind, he can control your mind, and he can like stop you from moving, stop your powers if you have powers. Crazy cool psychic. And Butcher and Huey run into him, and they get captured. And we get a scene where this psychic has gotten into Butcher's mind. He has stopped him from being able to use his tentacle powers in that part of his body, but he's also telling Huey about Butcher's old team and how he got them all killed because he was so gung ho of making sure he gets his target. He didn't care who else would get hurt in the process. And Huey has to learn that the one guy that Butcher was somewhat close to him to keep him from going too far, he still got him killed because he still went too far. And Huey has to kind of deal with that because he knows he's the closest person to Butcher right now. And he's like, do I keep you from going to the brink, or do I let you go to keep myself from being killed at a point in time? Like, you're my friend, but does our friendship really matter that much to you? Or would you throw me aside to kill Homelander? And we all know the answer. He'll throw you aside to kill Homelander. Let's be honest. That's who that dude is. Um, but eventually, Huey uses a distraction technique against that psychic, so he stops thinking about Butcher, and Butcher's free and ends up killing him. So those two escape. Mother's Milk and Annie are at the studio as well, looking for O Father. They come across the group that are being what is that when they do a test screening, a test screening of the group, and they watch a movie and they give their thoughts? They're doing psychics with these regular people, showing them the promo for Homelander, and the psychics are letting us know who actually believes he's God and who doesn't. And out of 30 people, only 6 believe he's God. And Homelander's upset about that, and he tells them, all right, kill all those people and we'll start over again. Yes, Homelander at this point, since he knows he's immortal, he's taken this role of just kill who don't believe in me. But at a certain point, you're gonna kill everybody, and you're gonna have nobody to worship you. And that's all he wants, is to be worshipped. But to
Mm.
do that, you're gonna have to be a better person to an extent, or not kill everybody because you gotta have people around. But um we get this crazy scene where the hero or the supervillain dog is like a dog guy. He's a dog hunter, and then there's this cat lady. They end up smelling each other, and they telling each other what they had for dinner that day. It's really weird. It's so weird, but it's the boys. It's 100% the boys. But then in this process, we learn why Mother's Milk has that name. He tells us that and it's a very touching moment to give Annie more hope, because she's like, why am I even doing this if these people don't want to be saved? They want to believe Homelander is their god. They'll believe anything. Why am I risking my life to try to save them? And Mother Milk goes into the story of why how he got his name. There was a bird that got hurt. He took it into his house and start taking care of it. And the kids saw him take the bird into his house when he was younger. And they his name is uh Marthin T Milk, and they just turned it to Mother's Milk. And they were like, "Are you letting that bird milk your dick? Or are you feeding that bird from your teat or something like that?" And he didn't care about that because he wanted to help that bird. And at a certain point, he helped nurse that bird back to health, and that bird flew away. And he got to see that bird fly over their heads. So he took that nickname that they gave him as a badge of honor, showing that he was okay with helping people. That's what he wanted to do, and that was a beautiful story. That's not how he really got his name in the comic books. So in the comic books, he got his name because his mother had V in her. So when she was breastfeeding, he got powers from her breast milk, but he had to continue drinking her breast milk to keep his powers all the way up until adulthood. So he that's how he and that's how he got the name Mother's Milk. So two unique ways of getting that name, but I think this show did a better way of conveying emotional tugging on the heartstrings with how he got his name.
Whole,
Um,
whole, whole time, I thought this was a female. The whole time it's been a dude. I
yeah,
didn't
Mother's
know.
Milk is a dude.
I thought this was a female, dude.
Oh, what
What
is
is
his name?
this?
Mother's Milk is played by, you'll know him. You remember um uh, I think it's a Tyler Perry movie where it might not be a Tyler Perry, where a dude got it wasn't a Tyler Perry movie, but Tyler Perry could have wrote this. A dude got whipped in the shower with baby oil on the floor, and
What's
he
up, boy?
I forget his name. What is dude's name? Uh
I'm going to have to watch this. This is a black dude too.
yeah, Lonzo. Oh, I can't pronounce his name. Um, I'll send it to you later. But yeah, it's funny. He's a good actor. He looks like he lost a lot of weight from season 1 to season 5. He's been on a health journey, so he's lost weight. I don't want to say he looks sickly, but he's a lot thinner than he used to do. Hopefully, he's a lot healthier. But it reminds me of when Chadwick Boseman lost weight and looked skinny, and people were like he looked sickly, and we
Right.
found out he was suffering. And I hope this is not happening to him. I hope he's just getting healthier, and this is him at a different weight and being a healthier person. I hope that's the case. But he's a good actor and it's funny. We end this episode with a death of one of the boys. So Frenchie dies at the end of this episode, and it's a touching moment where he protects Kimiko and Sister Sage. Cause Homelander finds out where they're hiding. He goes there and he's trying to find Kimiko to see if she has become like Soldier Boy. And Frenchie lures him away from Kimiko and Sister Sage, but in the process, he goes into the room where they're using their uranium to radiate her body to give her those abilities. And Homelander's like, "Oh, you think you could do the same thing to Soldier Boy?" And Frenchie's like, "Yeah, we did it. She has those powers now, and she's going to come for you." And in the moment of being in that room, he flips a switch so the uranium starts activating. So you see Homelander get a little bit burned, but Frenchie takes a bad dose of it, and he's human. He's not going to be able to withstand that. And eventually, he dies from the radiation, but he drags himself out of the room as Homelander leaves, and Kimiko and Sister Sage is safe, and they come out and talk to Frenchie. And Kimiko has this heartwarming moment with Frenchie as he is passing away. She's like, "Don't leave me." He's like, "I'll never leave you." She's like, "Thank you for saving me." He was like, "No, you saved me." So they have this beautiful moment, and it's the end of their love story. It was emotional. They definitely gave him a lot more of a send off than they did A Train. I'm a little upset with that. They did give A Train his villain to hero arc. They gave him that moment throughout the seasons, but I wish they would have gave him a little more of a send off at the end of that episode when he did die. But it was very deep. Frenchie is a very beloved character within the boys 5 seasons. And it was sad to see him go, but it shows that they're willing to kill some people off. So that's good to see. I am. They have one more episode left. The season finale. Is it season or yeah, season finale comes out next week. I'm going to. I would do a live viewing, but oh wait, no, that's. Do I have that day off? No, I don't have that day off. But it comes out on Wednesday, and we record these on Wednesday, so I don't think I can do that. Maybe if I wake up early enough in the morning, maybe I view a little bit. Nah, probably not. But yeah, super excited to see the season finale, how they do it. Oh, side note, the Deep was in it. The Deep is trying to struggling because Homelander dismantled the Seven, and the Deep now has no team. And he begged Homelander to keep the Seven and just let him run, and he was like, "Nah, it's a joke. We can let it go." But then the Deep also learned that the fish in all the oceans are like, "Hey, we know you messed up the pipeline that killed a lot of us, so you are not welcome in the water anymore." He got told this by a hammerhead shark who was voiced by Snoop Dogg. No, it wasn't Snoop Dogg. It was Samuel Jackson voiced it. I think Samuel Jackson voiced it. I'm pretty sure it was Samuel Jackson. Yeah, Samuel Jackson voiced this hammerhead shark that told Deep that he can't come in the water anymore. The water's off limits to him. If he comes in the water, they're gonna kill him. All the sea creatures in the water are gonna kill him. So there's a scene where this guy is drowning in water and he's at a beach and everybody goes, Deep, go help him. And Deep is like, somebody throw out a life preserver for him. He's so scared to get in the water. Like, you're a superhero. What are sharks gonna do to you? You're not invulnerable, but you have superhuman strength. I'm pretty sure you can fight off some sharks and some squids. Come on, my guy. Stop being a little girl. That's not the right way to say that. Stop being a punk. Go fight them. Um, but yeah, we ended with that. There was something else I wanted to say. Dang it. Oh, Black Noir got killed last episode. I forgot to talk about that. Oh, there's another thing that's been happening throughout the season. They've been kind of pushing Vault Rising, which is their new spinoff, which is a prequel to The Boys, that to the next thing that's going to come out. And people think that that is kind of hurting this season. They did free Soldier Boy again. I forgot about that. Soldier Boy ended up saying, "Hey, look, I'm about to leave because I don't want to be around all this. I don't like you, Homelander. Yes, you're my son. I don't like you. I did this because, um, Clara, his ex, who was Stormfront, she would want you to have these powers. She would want you to have the V1. I don't care. I'm gonna go." And then Homelander ends up choking Soldier Boy out and then putting him back in the frozen pod. I really want to see them two fight because I don't know who's gonna win now that Homelander has a V1. But Soldier Boy still has that chest thing, so he probably can beat him with that. But I don't know who's stronger. But yeah, Soldier Boy's back on ice, so we're not gonna see him in the season finale probably. But Vault Rising is coming, and people think this show kind of did too much setting up for that within this last season. Honestly, I think they're kind of true. The season could have been a little better without that setup going on in the background there. But let us know in the comments, what do you think? How you liked it? And are you excited for the season finale for The Boys season 5?
All right, that's our show for this week. Um, hit the link in the description of all our socials. You know, all the things. Um, don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail about a minute long. Ask us questions, anything you want us to talk about on the show. Um, let's see. Oh, hit the like and subscribe button. YouTube. I mean, they like when you hit that like button. Put us
They
in
do.
the algorithm.
Yep.
Um, and thanks for joining us for another episode.
Yeah. Hey,
I know.
keep leaving comments on the TikTok stuff too.
Yeah,
Leave some comments on the YouTube shorts. Let us know over there too.
yeah. Yeah. I forgot to say, but yeah, y'all like us on the TikTok. So keep leaving comments. I don't know about Saturday, but I'm finna go sleep. I'm tired.
Yep. All right, y'all have a good night. See y'all later. Peace.